Hello YouTube, it's Cav Trooper Munoz coming to you from the Secret Bunker location, and as you can see I have a few items laid out on the table here, and this video is about alternate means of protection. What that means is a lot of people have a primary weapon, or maybe they'll have two or more modern firearms. But what if you can't get to those firearms? What if for some reason we don't have modern firearms? Those firearms are lost. The government has come and confiscated all your firearms. What are you going to do for an alternate means of protection? You're still going to have to protect your homestead. You're still going to have to protect your preps. What are you going to do it with? If you don't have a bow, I recommend getting one. You can get them used for not a lot of money on Craigslist or Gun Trader if you have that in your area. A bow makes a great secondary weapon. You still have a lot of force with a bow. You can reach out and touch somebody. This particular bow has about a 60-pound draw on it, and let me tell you, this thing from 30 yards will go through almost a half-inch pine board just with field tips. So that's pretty powerful, and no bang, so it's pretty quiet, and it's good to have around. Obviously here I have the black powder pistol, not a modern firearm, not considered you don't need an FFL transfer with these. As a matter of fact, if you look at the Texas state hunting regulations, don't know about your state, but here in Texas, if you are not legally able to own a firearm, you can still own black powder rifles, black powder revolvers, and hunt with them. And of course we have the good old fashioned Asian weapon set. Here I have a pair of nunchucks, but you can use a sai, a set of sais, a screamer sticks, any kind of those ancient Chinese, Japanese fighting weapons. These are pretty effective. These particular sticks are weigh about a pound and a half. They're about 18 inches long, and believe me, I accidentally hit myself with these, and it hurts. So these are nothing to sneeze at. If you don't have anything else, people get killed by blunt force trauma all the time, and these can do the job. And moving on, this particular knife I picked up quite a while ago, back in the day, and this is a full tang knife with a brass knuckle set and a skull cracker on the bottom of it. So definitely don't want to run into somebody with that in their possession, because they'll put a hurt on you. Moving on here, last ditch weapons. That's a Mosin bayonet, and what they say about the Mosin bayonet, once you put it on a Mosin, you can, from your fighting position, reach across the river and poke the enemy in their fighting position. It's that long. And when all else fails, a good hammer will get the job done. Evidently, I was reading somewhere, I watched a video where the statistics, they were going over statistics on homicides in the U.S., and it turned out that more people were killed in the U.S. in homicides with hammers than with the so-called assault rifles. So obviously, in a last-ditch effort, when you have nothing else, this will make an effective weapon. And there are, of course, things you can do to it to make it even more menacing, and not just painting it black, because then Congress will want to ban black hammers. Can't have that. But there of course are things you can do to all these weapons to make them advantageous for you should you not have your primary firearm available, should you be in a situation where you need to defend yourself and you don't have, this is what you have. If you're not training with something like this, a secondary weapon, you should think about it. It's definitely good to have that ability. Bow doesn't do you any good if it's sitting up on the shelf and not being shot. I don't know about, I guess you'd have to pick up a book on knife fighting. If you're down to the Mosin bayonet or the fighting knife, the trench knife, things are pretty dire for you. So it may be good to pick up a training video and get some knowledge under your belt of what you're doing. And of course, many of us in our youth played around with these nunchucks, and that's something, once again, that you'll want to revisit. Just in case you would have to pick up an improvised set of these or defend yourself with these. That's good knowledge to have. This is Cav Trooper out.